Large language models can rely on outdated or generic information about the libraries you use. Sometimes you can come across that the LLMs you can use can generate some deprecated functions, or it can use some APIs that don't even exist. This MCP pulls up-to-date documentation and code examples straight from the official documentation. And that is why this MCP is the most popular MCP on Cursor right now. And here is the Context7 website. You can see the popular and trending libraries, and you can search the library you want. For example, we have React in here, which is updated 2 days ago. And for example, for the Supabase, we have 1.404 million tokens. You can search whatever you want if you want to. For example, let's say for Vercel, we can search for root and get the results, and we can limit the token as well. And as you can see, we have the code snippets. These code snippets actually coming from the official documentation. That's why if our LLM can use these code snippets, it will generate better examples and better code. I'm not sure if it is related, but the search function is working great. Maybe that is the reason is the co-founder of the Context7 and the Upstash is the same company. Maybe that is why. I don't know. As you can see, they have a serverless AI search at scale, and they are great at a lot of things. It's not a sponsorship. I wish they would, but yeah, it is not. So this is the GitHub repo of Context7. As you can see, if you want to use the Context7 MCP, you can just add the cursor if you are using cursor, or you can see the other CLIs IDEs as well in here. If you don't know what MCP, Model Context Protocol is, I have a video about it. You can check it out. So I'm using cursor, so that's why when you click the add to cursor, it automatically add the MCP to your cursor. Before I move out to cursor, I want to show you why I said this is the most popular MCP in cursor. This is the tweet of Eric Zachariason. He's a developer from Cursor AI, and he said some of the most popular MCP servers in Cursor AI last 4 weeks. And as you can see, there is Context7, Playwright, Supabase, Figma, and GitHub. I think this is a screenshot from Kibana, but I'm not sure. We don't have the bigger list as Vesbos asked before. And in the leaderboard of Symmetry AI as well, as you can see in the server popularity section, we have Context7 in the second one for the number of users with tool calls. And in the leaderboard of number of users creating sessions, it is at the first place, as you can see. So that's how popular and useful this MCP is. So let's go to cursor. Okay, right now I'm on my Cursor AI, and I will open my chat section. So Command Option B. Okay, I will ask about React query. Let's say we don't need an edit mode. We will just talk about it. So we will see the code examples. We will see the difference of documentation and knowledge and code examples with the Context7 and without the Context7. How do I handle success callbacks with React query? Okay, this is the without Context7. Let's see. Right now it is a reading project as well. This is a React project, but we don't have the React query right now, so it doesn't actually matter a lot. Right now it is giving me the code examples and code documentations that the Cloud for Sonnet knows. You know, whatever data it has trained on, it just gives me that. It actually doesn't give me the latest examples and documentations. So if you use lower models, or if you are using the open old models, then it means it can give you some deprecated code examples as well. Okay, so now I will ask again, but with saying use Context7. Right now, I'm waiting it to read the documentation of React and React query 10 stack. But it did not. It searched about Context7. Sometimes it does it, I don't know why. It's not using the MCP, and it just search for what is Context7 in the internet. I don't know why. As you can see, it's doing that again. So it's trying to search for Context7 MCP, which I didn't ask for. So I upload my cursor settings, and as you can see, my Context7 MCP has been logged out. I don't know why, but it keeps doing it. So I think it's still not as stable as I want to. So I will just off and on it. Okay, it's on again, I think. I don't want to log out, but right now it is green. Okay, so I will just call it again. Hope that it will work this time. No, it is. So let me check it without. I will probably need a new chat. So I will cancel it and I will create a new chat here and say use Context7. Okay, now it resolved the library ID, which is a tool function of Context7. Okay, now it is calling library for 10 stack. It gets the documentation and code examples of it. It is getting the documentation for success callbacks on success mutation query, which it uses 8,000 tokens. Okay, now it's getting the actual latest documentation code examples. Okay, now I will ask it without do not use Context7 this time. Okay, right now it is showing me the data based on its knowledge without asking it. Okay, and I opened it on agent mode. Actually, I wanted it is on asking mode, so I don't want it to write it down. Okay, right now it is giving me some basic documentation examples, the code example that it trained on. Okay, giving me some other examples as well. Okay, right now it gives me its own knowledge, right? So let's ask the difference with its two answers. Give me the difference with your first and second answer. The first one you used the Context7, and the second one, on the second one you didn't use the Context7. Give me the difference and the pros cons. Okay, let's submit it and ask for it. It will actually say the things that I said, but let's get it from a second view. Let's get a second view, right? Okay, it's actually fetch real-time documentation from 10-stack queries, which actually 10-stack query gets lots of updates. So it's hard to keep up for the models to know the latest data and documentation. It retrieved current authoritative code examples directly from the source and showed official API documentation and interfaces. It was the first one. Is it the first one? No, this is the second answer. Sorry. Okay. What I did, it trained data knowledge of React query, use its own data knowledge, and it analyzed my code to provide examples actually, but my code is not actually related with the React query right now. It's just a simple React form. And as you can see, the pros of it is always current. So it is always getting the latest API change and best practices, and comprehensive and accurate. No context approach is ready to use and faster because it uses its own data, own knowledge, but it is potentially outdated. So that means it can give you some deprecated functions or inputs or returns or outputs or APIs, etc. If you are using libraries that getting updated a lot, then you better use Context7. This is an additional information. Sometimes when I need to give some complex prompts to Cursor or any LLM, I just use Whisperflow. So I just speak, and it is a speech-to-text tool, and I definitely recommend it. It's not a sponsorship. I just like to use it. I'm using it for a few days, and I really like it, and I wanted to share it with you. And that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time. May the force be with you.